And then when we landed on the beach at Dunkirk, there was a captain, and he was sat on a low wall, and he said, oh, where are you from, and what, all this, that and the other. And then he said, you better get down and join the doings. But as he said that, the Stukas came over, dive bombing. Of course, I made the jump for a whole a crater that had already been there. I jumped in this crater, and I don't know where Harry Crabb or Corporal Ascot went. Those were the two York and Lancs. And I don't know which way they ran. But when it was over and I got out, I was on my own then for the rest of the time. I was at Dunkirk, and the rest of the time getting on the boat, on the torpedo boat to come back to England. And when I got out and looked down the beach and saw all other soldiers who were all scattered, there were thousands and thousands of them, and they'd all scattered and they were all forming in a line. I thought, well, bugger it, I'm not going to join that lot. I'm going to find somewhere secure, because it was getting night time then. So I dashed across to where some old buildings were, and I got down a kind of a cellar. And when I got down the cellar, there was a fellow in there singing his head off. And he had a bag full of champagne, bottles of champagne, always raffy around. Beautiful. He said, do you want one of these? I said, yeah, I might as well. So I got a bottle of champagne. I left him singing because I just went off to sleep then. When I woke up the following morning, I could hear whistles blowing and one thing and another, and I knew then that the officers down there were trying to get the men in line, and when they were getting them all together in line to board the boats, because the mole, the stone jetty, had not been destroyed, and that was the 2nd of June. So that was still standing at 2nd of June. Well, it probably standing after, because it was a massive place, and they couldn't destroy it however much they shelled it. And I joined the queue, and of course that was it, back to England on the boat. But there was one thing. As I walked down, there were no senses there isn't in running. It wasn't panic stations at all. I mean, the planes had gone, they'd done the job, but they were coming back again, because we had to scatter several times. Anyhow, as I was going down, there's a great big Boffer gun stuck on its own, with all the 5 shells in, or 6 shells, whatever, in clipped like that, and it was pointing at them, and I just thought, oh, I wish I knew how to operate that. I'd have a go, but I didn't know how to operate it. I didn't know even if it were booby trapped. So I just passed it by. But I just thought, you know, if a proper gunner had been there, they could have had a go at those Stukas.
How often would they attack?
I don't know, about 3 to 4 times a day. Yeah.
Was it very crowded there?
Very?
Crowded.
Crowded. Oh yeah, a terrific number of soldiers.
Would you say it was chaotic or orderly?
It was chaotic. It's bad to be chaotic. I mean, you'd run, anybody would run if you saw these Stukas wheeling round and then all of a sudden peeling off and coming down, and they scream like hell. You know, the scream is yeah. I remember as they went up, they dropped the bomb just before they turned up. And it was a good. It was Hitler's good way of moving forward. What do you call it? Blitzkrieg. It was a damn good blitzkrieg with that, because you know they could bomb and then come down again, and they're pretty accurate. But as I said before, the thing that why there wasn't a lot of deaths at Dunkirk is because it was a sandy beach. And as the bombs came down, they buried into the sand. Mind you, anybody near them, of course, that was the lot. But if you were at a safe distance, the bomb buried down into the sand. When they exploded, you know, it just shrapnel and things going up in the air instead of spreading out across. And that saved a lot of deaths at Dunkirk.
How many ships were there?
Ships?
Yes.
I don't know. I've no married in a man anymore.
Were there a lot of them, though?
Pardon?
Were there a lot of ships?
They appeared to be. They appeared to be, but the one thing, I never saw a big ship.
Never?
No, I didn't say. I never saw. I didn't say there wasn't any. I said I never saw a beach ship.
Okay.
But there might have been some. There might have been some coming backwards and forwards or something. So, but I never saw those. I went. There was this line. We went forward like that, and up some stone steps onto the top of the jetty, and then down rope ladders. 20 foot easy, possibly 30 foot. It was a big long drop down these rope ladders onto this the French torpedo vault, and then the chap said down, you know, whatever. He indicated that he wanted us to lie down. So about 10 of them on that side, and about I'm only guessing about 10 at that side and 10 at this side. And then off it went, and that boat went straight across the channel. I thought, thank God I'm out of it.
Did you think that you might not get out at any point?
No, I didn't think that I might not get out of it. I didn't think anyway.
Okay.
I can't explain that.
That's fine. That's fine.
I couldn't think. I didn't think anyway. I might not get out of it. But of course, it was there, and we got out, and that was it. 333,000 and so 1/3 of a million British soldiers got away from Dunkirk. So that was one little victory in a way, if you can call it a victory.
How when you were getting on the boats, what was the procedure? I mean, how did you queue up? Did you just queue up?
Oh yeah, you queued. Oh, you queued all right, but you were in hell of a hurry to get down on this rope ladder in case the boat set off and you were left suspended on the rope ladder. I suppose that could have happened.
Okay. Did you get attacked while you were going back across the channel?
No. It just went across, just as though we were on a pleasure trip, excepting for the fact we know where we'd been, we knew where we were going.
Okay.
It ended on the 4th of June, when the last troop got off. I got off 2 days before, on the 2nd of June.
All right, okay.
That was when they had to wade out to the boats because the Germans had then got to such a close range they were shelling the beach as well as the dive bombers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was uncomfortable on the mole and everything, so soldiers had to wade out.
Mm-hmm.
They had it worse than what I had it.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned something the other day about your rifle being taken away from you.
That was when I got off the boat at Folkestone. Walking up the plank, and I got my rifle over my shoulder, and this fella came, a soldier, possibly a sergeant or something, took the rifle. I said, where are we going? That's mine. He said, no. He said, we need him, lad. He said, you'll get on that train.